Alright, what we're reviewing today is Progresso's Creamy Tomato with Basil Soup. This is the reduced sodium version. Alright. What is tomato soup known for? Classic favorite, goes well with grilled cheese. Before we review the ingredients, why don't we take a look at where it falls on our food pyramid. This is culinarily a vegetable. Tomatoes are culinarily a vegetable, but they're technically a fruit. So, your choice. It falls between vegetables and fruits, somewhere in there. Ingredients. The ingredients in this item are tomato puree, water, sugar, cream. Contains less than 1% of the following: wheat flour, soybean oil, modified food starch, salt, garlic powder, parsley, basil, natural flavor, yeast extract, citric acid, ascorbic acid, soy lecithin. The nutrition facts of this item are as follows. One serving of this item is 251 grams or 1 cup. So remember, there are about 2 servings in this one can. So in 1 cup, there are 130 calories, 25 of which are from fat. There's a total of 3 grams of fat in 1 cup, which is 5% of your daily value. There's a total of 1 gram of saturated fat in 1 cup, which is 5% of your daily value. 0 trans fat, 1 gram of polysaturated fat, 1 gram of monosaturated fat. There's 5 milligrams of cholesterol in 1 cup, 1% of your daily value. There's a hefty 480 milligrams of sodium in 1 cup, making up about 20% of your daily value. So if you were to have this entire can, it would be 40% of your daily value of sodium, hitting about 960 milligrams of sodium. Not to mention, to keep in mind that this is the reduced sodium version of the creamy tomato soup. Amount of potassium in 1 cup is 530 milligrams, 15% of your daily value. Total amount of carbohydrates, 23 grams at 8% of your daily value. 15 of the 23 grams of carbohydrates are from sugar. So there's 15 grams of sugar in 1 cup, 30 in the entire can. 4 grams of dietary fibers, which is about 14% of your daily value. And protein, 3 grams. Vitamin A, 15% of your daily value. Vitamin C, 4% of your daily value. Calcium, 2%. Iron, 4%. All right. I don't think this is a particularly healthy food. In spite of it being reduced sodium, it's got about 20% of your daily value of sodium in 1 serving. In addition, it sports 15 grams of sugar. Nonetheless, it smells and tastes fantastic. So let's move right along to how it's packaged. This particular soup was packaged in this can, which is a 19-ounce can, with a easy opening lid. That has been removed, but there was no can opener required. It had a tab which I flipped open and peeled back. So it was actually very nicely packaged and easy to get into. In addition, there's no dents, dings on the inside, and that makes it really nice, nicely preserved. What does the food actually look like? Let's take a look at the soup itself. Here's the soup. It is a nice dark red hue, and it looks rather watery. It's not super thick like a cream or anything like that, but it is not completely watery either. Not quite as thick as honey and not quite as thin as water. So it's somewhere in between. It's about an average soup consistency. In addition, it's got a nice red hue. I would say it's about the consistency of V8. We'll see what it smells like. It smells kind of like SpaghettiOs. SpaghettiOs obviously has a base of tomatoes, kind of like tomato soup. It smells very good, has a hint of basil to it, and it smells slightly sweet. It smells very good. What does it feel like? Well, I'm going to do a taste test here. It feels nice and smooth. It's slightly creamy as mentioned on the package, and it's slightly watery and not too heavy. I really like the feel, the smell, and the taste of this. It tastes like tomato soup. It has a tomatoey flavor with a hint of basil. It also has a hint of, it's a little bit on the sweet side. Slightly sweet and not too salty. And I think I like it because of that. The reduced sodium version I think goes a long way for me. So if I were to recommend this, I would recommend the reduced sodium version. I prefer that. You may like it the other way around, but that's my preference. Compared to other tomato soups, I would say it's above average. This is definitely above average. Run-of-the-mill Campbell soup, this definitely beats, but it's not quite good as your home-cooked tomato soup from raw materials, raw tomatoes. So it's exactly what you expect out of a canned tomato soup. How do I like to eat this? I like to eat it plain. I like to eat it just right out of the can, warmed up. Sometimes I like to sprinkle a few croutons on it, or actually like to eat it with grilled cheese. Other recipes you can use for this product include mixing some milk into it to give it a thicker consistency, a little bit more creamy. You can also use the tomato soup and pour it over breads, and you can use that as a pasta sauce, a little bit thinner. It can also be added to different types of cuisine. When cooking Indian or Asian food, if you need to quickly get a tomato base to the curry, or you need a tomato base to the main entree, a lot of times a cup or two of this will suffice. You don't have to go out of your way and crush a bunch of tomatoes. All right, well, in the comments below, let me know what your favorite tomato soup is. If you like this review, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like these videos and like the nutrition facts and you like to know what you eat, smash that subscribe. Thanks again. See you in the next video. Take care.